Good evening everyone. Today's news headlines are as follows. First of all, international news. More than 98 million Americans had cast ballots by Monday evening, but turnout in some key battleground states lagged behind that in other parts of the country. WHO head Tedros Adhanom tested positive in COVID-19 test. Now national news. Punjab ran out of electricity as coal stock get exhausted due to the suspension of goods train by railways. Now some local news. Chhattisgarh tops in GST collection, shares number 1 slot with Andhra Pradesh. And the National Education Policy. According to new education policy, create system for graduation for each year student will get some credit which student utilize if student take break in course and come back again to complete course. MGM News. Today we are celebrating the 13th Remembrance Day of the former Bishop of MGM virtually. MGM Senior Secondary School, Sector 6 Bhilai has started this e-portal in his memory, which has been acclaimed everywhere by everyone. After this mention, he is lovingly known as Bade Bana by Bhilaians. He was the director of St. Thomas Orthodox Church Mission, one of the prayer mission outside Kerala. He also had established school and colleges. Thank you and have a nice day.
Principals, our teachers and all my dear friends, a very good morning to one and all. Myself, Amanajay Samuel of class 6D, take it as a privilege to present a memoir on late lamented Stephanos Mar Theodosius on his 13th memorial feast. He was a man of mission with a vision and used his entire life for serving the mankind and worked among the villagers to uplift their life. K.K. Punnus was the name of Stephanos Mar Theodosius. Was born on 2nd October 1924 as the fifth son of Chakukurian and Mariamma in Pattamuttam in Kottayam, a district in Kerala. He was very brilliant and God-centered child. Academics. He had various degrees like BA, MA, BD, STN, etc. with him. The spiritual guide of His Holiness was very Reverend M.C. Kriakos Erambat, Spiritual Revolution. He ordained as deacon and order just below the priest in 1946 and as priest in 1947 by His Holiness Vasilios Georgis II, Catholic of East. He celebrated the first Holy Kurbana outside Kerala for the first time in Jabalpur 1972 and arrived in Bhilai and took charge of Bhilai mission. An article in Malankara Sabha written by Patros Erambat has changed the vision of his life and decided to take up the village mission. More than 3/4 of Indian population live in village. Even after a century of Indian independence, villagers have not made much improvement and Indian Orthodox Church has done tremendous voluntary service in this situation for the upliftment of village. The Malankara Church was impressed by the dedication with which Father Punnus worked towards this. So Malankara Association held in 1974 at Nirnam St. Mary Church elected him as the Metropolitan and on 16 February 1975 he was elevated as Metropolitan Stephanos Mar Theodosius at Nirnam and appointed as the head of Madras Diocese. The Calcutta Diocese was created in 1979 and His Holiness Stephanos Mar Theodosius was its first metropolitan. It has mission centers, colleges and many other educational institutions to its credit. He served as the director of St. Thomas Mission Bhilai, as manager of St. Thomas College Bhilai and all the educational institutions under the diocese, including our MGM Senior Secondary School, and as the principal of St. Thomas Seminar, Nagpur, where education is given scripture and theology. He started various projects under Village Mission, and some of them are Makodia Mission started at Makodia Village. Vimochan in 2003. Jeevan Jyoti School to give free education to children belonging to 3 to 10 years. He adopted around 100 villagers and took care of the health, education and empowerment of village. He traveled far to the villagers, even to places where government agencies couldn't reach, and started various training programs and given a new outlook to the and vision to the village. He believed that serving the unprivileged is the real service to the God. 5th November 2007 was a very sad day for Indian Orthodox Church. His Holiness was called to eternal rest while he was in Muscat. His mortal remains were taken to India and entombed at St. Thomas Ashram, Bhilai on 7th November 2007. Like his Mark Theodosius was a true follower of his master in serving the poorest of the poor, and he truly tried to follow the words of his master, saying, "For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. And I was stranger and you have invited me in. I needed clothes, you clothed me. I was in prison and you come to visit me." And his vision remains as a true inspiration for all of us. Thank you.
Greetings from MGM. Today we are celebrating the 13th Remembrance Day of our beloved founder bishop, late lamented His Grace Dr. Stephanos Mark Theodosius. Our founder bishop is still residing in our hearts because His Grace has done so much for the society through the noble work that everlastingly His Grace will always be with us. His Grace was a bishop with a mission which had a clear vision. Education was the foundation for bishop. Education for the development of the society. So that is why we see so many institutes which are not only employing so many people in the form of teachers and staff, but at the same time rendering its useful services for the betterment of the society by also giving due facilitations for the underprivileged students also. Fondly remembered as Bada Baba, although from South India, Bishop was known to be very much from this place. जिसको कि कहते हैं हम लोग आज की डेट में आत्मनिर्भर जो बोलते हैं, बिशप का दर्शन था कि हमें आत्मनिर्भर रहना है, तो उन्होंने उसकी एक मिसाल दी. He was a devoted farmer also. So self-reliance was one of the teaching. Integrity, honesty. So these were the salient characteristic personality traits of our beloved bishop. So on this very day, we should learn to also feel our responsibility for the society and give due respects to our fellow coexisting, be it our own friends and society members, but also the ecosystem, so that we live in harmony and become responsible citizens. So on this auspicious day, I once again greet you for the great Remembrance Day of our founder bishop, you will be able to see some of the programs wherein you will come to know more about our bishop. So I wish you will have a happy watching and learn from the life of our founder bishop. Thank you and best wishes. God bless you.
नमस्कार। बल दीपक जल अंधेरे में जो मुझे रोशनी देता था, एक फरिश्ता ऐसा मैंने अपने वालिद के रूप में देखा था। दृढ़ रहो, कोई तुम्हें हिला ना पाए। सदा परमात्मा के कार्य में खुद को समर्पित कर दो, क्योंकि तुम जानते हो कि परमेश्वर के प्रति तुम्हारा श्रम कभी व्यर्थ नहीं जाएगा। तुम्हारा श्रम कभी व्यर्थ नहीं जाएगा। तुम्हारा श्रम कभी व्यर्थ नहीं जाएगा। इन वाक्यों को अपने जीवन में गढ़ने वाले, शिक्षा के माध्यम से समाज में सुधार लाने वाले महान संत हिज ग्रेस डॉक्टर स्टेफानोस मार्थियोडियस को उनकी 13वीं स्मृति दिवस के रूप में हम सब याद कर रहे हैं और उन्हें श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करते हैं। हिज ग्रेस डॉक्टर स्टेफानोस मार्थियोडियस का जन्म 2 अक्टूबर 1924 को कोट्टयम, केरल में कैयालतु परिवार के कुरियन और मरियम्मा के यहाँ हुआ था। वे सेंट थॉमस ऑर्थोडॉक्स चर्च मिशन के निदेशक थे। इनका अपना संपूर्ण जीवन ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में रहकर ग्रामीणों के सर्वांगीण विकास एवं स्त्री शिक्षा को बढ़ावा देने के लिए समर्पित था। इनका जीवन बाल्यकाल से ही पूरा आध्यात्मिक रहा। इन्होंने अपनी प्रारंभिक शिक्षा चगनाश्शेरी, केरल से प्राप्त की। 1947 में पुरोहित के रूप में वे नियुक्त हुए। सन 1972 में उन्हें भिलाई मिशन का प्रभार प्रथम निदेशक के रूप में दिया गया। 16 फरवरी सन 1975 को केरल के निर्नमवलियापल्ली में बिशप के रूप में नियुक्त हुए। 1979 में कलकत्ता सूबा के पहले बिशप बने। समाज में शिक्षा के स्तर को बढ़ावा देने के लिए कई राज्यों में शिक्षण संस्थानों की स्थापना की। इसी के तहत भिलाई में सेंट थॉमस कॉलेज, मार बेसिलियस विद्या भवन, एमजीएम स्कूल सेक्टर 6, क्रिश्चियन इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज भिलाई की स्थापना की। इन्होंने दुर्ग केंद्रीय जेल में बंदियों को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए विभिन्न रोजगार मूलक विषयों में प्रशिक्षण दिलाने की पहल की थी। उनकी सराहनीय सेवा को देखते हुए सन 1990 में जनरल थियोलॉजिकल सेमिनारी न्यूयॉर्क द्वारा डॉक्टर ऑफ दिव्यता सम्मान दिया गया। इनका निधन 5 नवंबर 2007 को मस्कट में हुआ। सेंट थॉमस आश्रम भिलाई में उन्हें दफनाया गया। भले ही वे आज हमारे बीच ना हों, परंतु उनके विचार, सिद्धांत और आदर्श युगों युगों तक बना रहेगा। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद के साथ स्तुति गाऊंगा, यीशु मेरे खुदा। उपकार तेरे हैं बेशुमार, कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद के साथ स्तुति गाऊंगा, यीशु मेरे खुदा। उपकार तेरे हैं बेशुमार, कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद। योग्यता से बढ़ के दिया हे अपनी दया से तूने मुझे। योग्यता से बढ़ के दिया हे अपनी दया से तूने मुझे। मांगने से ज्यादा मिला मुझे, आभारी हूँ प्रभु में। मांगने से ज्यादा मिला मुझे, आभारी हूँ प्रभु में। धन्यवाद के साथ स्तुति गाऊंगा, यीशु मेरे खुदा। उपकार तेरे हैं बेशुमार, कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद। सच्चा जिंदा खुदा, तुझ पर ही भरोसा मेरे। तू है सच्चा जिंदा खुदा, तुझ पर ही भरोसा मेरे। सेवा पूरी करके पाऊँ ना प्रभु ऐसा दो वरदान। सेवा पूरी करके पाऊँ ना प्रभु ऐसा दो वरदान। धन्यवाद के साथ स्तुति गाऊंगा, यीशु मेरे खुदा। उपकार तेरे हैं बेशुमार, कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद के साथ स्तुति गाऊंगा, यीशु मेरे खुदा। उपकार कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद.
I'm greatly honored that I got a chance to speak about the founder bishop of our school, late lamented His Grace Dr. Stephanos Theodosius, in whose name this e-portal has been started. His Grace Dr. Stephanos Theodosius was born on 2nd October 1924 as the fifth child of Mr. Kurian and Mrs. Mariamma of Kayalthu family at Padamuttam, Kottayam, Kerala. He was ordained as deacon and priest by His Holiness Gevargi II Dikadulkos. He started his humanitarian services from Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh as parish priest in 1952. He obtained his BA and MA degrees from the Jabalpur University. Later he went abroad and acquired his degrees in BD and STM in theology from the United States. He also served as the vicar of Bombay and many other parishes at different times. He was also appointed as director of St. Thomas Orthodox Church Mission Bhilai in 1972. Later he was consecrated as a bishop at Nirnavilyapalli in 1975 and was given the charge of Madras Diocese. In 1979, he was ordained as the first metropolitan of the Diocese of Calcutta. In recognition of his meritorious service to the Church, he was bestowed the dignity of Doctor of Divinity by General Theological Seminary in 1990, New York. He was a man of godly ordained with deep devotion and commitment. He was positively oriented with a unique personality, yet solitary in every dimension. He devoted himself for Christian witness in North India, where he dedicated his whole life and true to his witness. His mortal remains are laid in the very soil where he toiled and sweat. It was his selfless dedication and commitment for the people of North India which bestowed him a great title, the Apostle of North India. His Grace arrived in North India as a young priest with lots of ideas and ambitions with him. Poignant enough, poverty was rampant in villages, and adding to the worry, superstition practices prevailed largely in the social system, which sometimes even posed grave threats to the very life itself. As a philanthropist, it occurred to him that the remedy mainly lies in imparting quality education to the people and society at large. This realization prompted him to set up schools alongside churches. The task was gigantic but ambitious, and the resources were scarce. With an indomitable commitment to the cause of education and dedication for the poor, he has decided to venture for the arduous mission. More than 2 dozens of schools and a PG college came into existence, among which one is ours, thanks to his persistent efforts. Imparting value-based quality education at affordable cost was his vision and mission. It was a spirit of selfless service which led to the eventual establishment of MGM Senior Secondary School in Bhilai. The school had a humble beginning but since flourished into a successful and devoted mission with the valuable prayers of a saintly bishop and the hard work of the people associated with it. Apart from being an eminent educationist and a humanist, he was instrumental in multifarious philanthropic activities too. As he was at the humblest summit of his mission, His Grace was called to the heavenly abode on 5th November 2007 and is laid to rest at St. Thomas Ashram, Bhilai, Chhattisgarh. Today is his 13th Remembrance Day. Let us all recall what all he did for us and remember him in our prayers. Thank you.
More Theodosius, the rising sun of the North Indian villages, the architect of the Diocese of Calcutta. It was this monk who belonged to the town of Pathamuttam in the district of Kottayam who gave birth to the North Indian village mission of the Indian Orthodox Syrian Church. In spite of the agony and pain he had about the concept of Indian villages in his heart, he commenced this initiative with prayers. His Grace was born in an ordinary family as the fifth son of Mr. Kurian Chako and Mrs. Mariama Chako on 2nd October 1923. The childhood of Punus was God-centered around the church and its activities. The ringing bells of Pathamuttam Sliva Church, which taught the child how to make the sign of cross, was the center of spiritual knowledge. Very Reverend M.C. Kuriakose Ramban, the spiritual guide of Punus, saw a bright prospect of Malankara in his disciple. The strong fort of Malankara, His Holiness Basilius Georgis II, the third Catholicos of the East, ordained him to the order of priesthood. The turning point in his life was when he read the article of Very Reverend Patros Ramban published in the official magazine of our church, the Malankara Sabha. He was very intellectual in nature and he attained various degrees from different universities. Father Punus celebrated the first Holy Kurbana in outside Kerala at St. George Orthodox Church, Jabalpur. On a fine morning of October 1972, His Grace took charge of the Bhilai mission. He arrived at Bhilai with a new vision to the mission of Indian Orthodox Church outside Kerala. It was a beginning from the desolate. The Indian Orthodox community identified Father Punus as the emerging missionary who had an idea, a vision and knowledge for inspiring the poor in the North Indian villages. The Malankara Church carefully observed the longing, ambition and potential within Father Punus to work among the poor. Therefore, the Malankara Association, held in 1974, elected him to become the Metropolitan. Niranam St. Mary's Orthodox Church, the church which sends out the fragrance of St. Thomas tradition in India. The church, which was founded by St. Thomas in AD 54, stands as the heritage for Indian Christians. While turning back the pages of history of this church, we find that on the blessed day of February 16, 1975, Father Punus was consecrated as His Grace Dr. Stephanos Theodosius, Metropolitan of Madras and Calcutta Diocese. Prayers and devotion, Theodosius overcame all the hurdles and obstacles in reaching to the villages of India. He took St. Thomas Mission and Diocese of Calcutta to new heights. Makodia Mission has become a synonym of village mission in our church. Abhayaniketan Makodia is a subunit of St. Thomas Mission Bhilai. Makodia Mission was started by His Grace Stephanos Theodosius in 1984. The mission started working in Hoshangabad district of MP and ever since is operating from the old bungalow of the British, which was built in 1940. Abhiniketan strives to improve the lives of disadvantaged children, their families and communities through an approach that puts villages at the center of community development. Since 2000, Abhiniketan helps villages access their rights to proper health care, basic education and healthy environment, protection from abuse and exploitation, participation in decisions that affect their lives. His Grace was successful in adopting Kesla, Sivni and Malwa blocks, which had 100 villages within them. Development of all persons, irrespective of race, caste, or creed, so that they may individually and collectively have an abundant life. A holistic approach to literacy, health, education, and poverty alleviation are its thrust areas of action through a process of empowerment and rights-based approach. As a result of this, His Grace Stephanos Martheodosius introduced the project Vimochan. Vimochan is a prison rehabilitation program run by St. Thomas Mission. It is the prison ministry in the Tudog Central Jail of Chhattisgarh in the year 2003. The objective of Vimochan is to equip the prisoners to integrate with the mainstream of society through counseling and vocational training. This scheme intends to transform the criminal habits and marooned life of more than 1,200 inmates through free vocational training and other recreational activities. The key activities of these projects are counseling, vocational training, computer, tailoring, electrical and electronics training, providing recreational facilities, conducting literacy, arts and sports competitions. Jeevan Jyoti Vilay is a project that aims at free education for children from low-income families in the age group of 3 to 10 years. The center has 20 children. Life skill training is also imparted here. It covers the cost of teachers, study materials and refreshments for the children in this project. His Grace took up the initiative for building up a new seminary meant for the North Indian children. With this motive, he started the seminary at Vilai St. Thomas Ashram. Further, the seminary was shifted to Nagpur. His Grace served as the first principal of St. Thomas Orthodox Theological Seminary, Nagpur. Even while offering the body and blood of Christ for the thousands of faithful before God, his heart prayed for the people of the downtrodden villages. Heavenly sacraments done by His Grace remains as a godly experience for the faithful.
I am doing a mission outside Kerala. All these years I've been in that field. We have so many, at least 9 or 10 spiritual organizations in our church. But until this time, not a single person has been doing the mission work and the work that we are doing in Makodia. It's a wonderful work. But because of the shortage of the people to come and join with us, I was forced to take from outside Hindu voice I have to take to do this work. Why not? Our church is very ancient and it's a commandment of Jesus Christ, go and live this gospel to all of the people. Why not you think about this also? You have to send youngsters for work among the poor people in North India, especially in villages. That will be wonderful work for our church. That's the thing I have to.
Maybe your message for the children.
This very, it is a good platform for the youngsters, especially those who are outside Kerala, to learn about our faith and traditions and history. And in that way, Christians also should encourage them, and the language problem is always there. But trained Christians should come forward to impart the faith and tradition